B
Uh-huh.
equals 4/3 times pi times r to the third pi.
Very good.
That's ridiculous.
So, we are trying to find the volume. We have 4/3. What is pi?
2.14.
3.14. Now, we have to plug in the radius, and then we're gonna cube it. Now, for this problem, they told us what the diameter was. So they are telling us that all the way through the ball is 13.8. That's the diameter. We don't want the diameter, we want the
So we gotta divide by
radius.
2.
So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna do 13.8 divided by 2. So my radius is 6.9. Then we're gonna go to our calculator, and we're gonna wrap up the 4/3 because it's a fraction, times it by pi, then multiply by 6.9 to the,
I forgot to do it to the what was that?
here's your to the right
okay.
there, above the division.
0.
There's your to the.
Right.
Now, it wants you to round it to the 10th. Round to the 10th. So the 5 tells the 3.
To go to 4.
1375.4. Volume has what kind of units?
3. The third, the
To
power.
the third. There's your units. There's your answer. Now, sometimes it's going to tell you that the radius is blah, blah, blah. If it tells you that the radius is blah, 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 then you're going to plug that number
Number
in,
in.
because that's what you want. So if it tells you the diameter, you've got to cut it in half. If it tells you the radius, that's the number you're going to use. Good? And your to the button is right above the division.
Okay, I thought I was using the wrong tiller, to be honest. I was like, okay.
No, we're not. All right, Grandma.
All right, this next problem is very similar to what we did when we had the similar polygons, when we had the two shapes that looked alike, but one was bigger than the other.
Get it over again.
Pick a number off the first shape, or make a pattern. I'm gonna let you make a pattern.
So, put
3.
Oh.
6.
Remember, the order in which you point has got to be the same.
6x,
Yeah, I like
6 over x.
5.7, 34.
Perfect. So she did 6 over
So
x
6,
and 5.7 over 34. That does not mean that's the only pattern. I could have done 6 over 5.7.
Yes.
Do Simon Says.
And x over 35.
And x over 34.
Woo, what is that? Oh, okay. Okay.
Does not matter.
I really do need my glasses.
Okay? As long as you're doing the Simon Says pattern, you're fine.
And then you
And cross multiply. So you are going to multiply these two
Yeah, I know that.
and then divide by that.
uh,
So in my calculator, I'm going to do 6 times 34 divided by 5.7.
No.
Now, this time it says round to the nearest foot. What is this to the nearest foot?
6 and 4, so 208.
What is this to the nearest foot?
I guess it's 36.
The nearest
37.
foot means the nearest whole number.
I got you, I think.
No decimals, the nearest whole number. This tree is about 36 foot tall.
We get key with the numbers, I just use,
You got lucky.
every once in a while. It don't be happening 3 times in a row. Who the fuck?
All right. What do you think we're going to do for this one?
I don't know. We finding the area, I know that.
We find in the area. Outside shape minus inside shape. What is your outside shape?
A square.
Okay? What is your inside shape?
A circle.
So we have a square minus a circle. The formula for a square is length times width, or side times side, and the circle is pi r squared. What is my length and my width?
18 and
18 times 18. What is the radius of my circle?
You got to divide it
18.
by.
9.
What? Yes!
Yes.
So my diameter is 18, so my radius
Oh, okay.
is going to be 9.
Making sure, because you got a little too excited for me.
I was impressed. She actually knows what's going on.
I be in my own little world.
So that pi squared,
3.148 pi r squared, yeah. And we're going to take the outside shape minus the inside shape. And what kind, we're finding area, so what kind of units does area have?
Square, square.
Square, square.
square, square, B.
And then we have to ask ourselves, do they want it rounded?
No, no.
Do not round your answer.
Right control.
We got happy because we feeling
Do not round your answer.
Oh, yeah. No.
You know, I'm being kind of happy. And then the only day I've been happy.
Do not round your answer.
Maybe because I ain't went to Taco Bell in a while.
Do not round your answer.
Oh,
So that square, so that circle, you automatically,
The circle is going to be 18 by 18.
yeah.
And then the square is going to be 18 by 18, and the circle is going to be pi r squared. Well, if this is 18, that means this is 18, which is the diameter.
I just got to remember that side, the end, I mean, like when you got where R, the pi r squared part.
Yeah, that's the area of the circle.
So neat.
That's the formula for the area of the circle.
Okay.
All right, Austin, this was one
Oh.
for you.
Okay.
Everything else, neat as crap. Colors.
Find the area. This is the one, if it's poking out, we're
Out.
adding.
You're adding,
If it's sucking in,
yeah,
we're
subtracting.
subtracting. So for this problem, I see a rectangle, and because it's poking out, we are adding half a circle. So the formula for a rectangle is length times width. The formula for a circle is pi r squared. And that is a full circle. We only need half a circle, because we're only adding half a circle. So, what is the length and width of my rectangle?
20,
Uh-huh,
22,
22 by
35.
35. And we are adding because we're poking out. And my circle, if I draw my circle here, what is the diameter of my circle? Diameter. Diameter.
11.
Diameter.
22.
22. What is the radius of my circle? 11. So it's going to be 3.14 times 11 squared, and we're going to cut it in half.
Well, that's why I had said 11.
This answer plus this answer is going to give me my final answer. Now, I'm going to take the same problem, and what if it looked like this?
So you still have to divide that and you get that answer, right?
When you do 3.14 times 11 squared, you're going to divide that by 2, because you only need half the circle. Hold on, I'll do it for you.
How can I get out this, on my calculator?
Hit second and the button beside it.
Yeah.
Second and the button beside it is second
Oh,
quit.
She said.
Did you get out?
Yeah, I got it.
The second one be 189.97 right for it.
And so we're gonna do 770, yes, plus 189.97. So your final answer is 959.97. The first answer was 770, And the second answer was 189.97, so 959.97 feet squared. Now, if it looked like the second picture, what do we have?
Subtracting.
We have a rectangle subtract what? Half circle or full circle?
Half circle.
No, it's a full.
Help me, Lord Jesus.
Oh, no, it's
It's a
two circles
full-
put
it's a
together
full.
once you put it
It's
together.
It's a full
It's a
circle.
whole second room.
Oh, yes, once you put it together.
So this would be 22 by 35, which is our rectangle, which we already know is 770. And this one would be pi r squared, which is a full circle. We're not going to cut it in half. So this is going to be a 3.14 times 11 squared, which we did right there, which is a 379.94. And we're going to subtract those because it's sucking in. Yay?
Yeah.
Whatever that gives me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we are headed downstairs. We are working our butts off today to get out of module 3.
I
Yes.
ain't got no bullet.
3, y'all, we have 3 weeks from today. And the hub is closed this weekend. 3 weeks from today is when you're taking your test.
Oh, I got to get it
I am
together.
stressing more than y'all are stressing.
I'm kind of handicapped right now. I'm about to work it.
What's she?
The purple shoe.
Oh, you just asked me.
Okay, can I get one too?
You ain't asked me nothing.
Oh, no, that's the other lady.
Hey, Tamika, can you just... Thank you.